Hi Taurus, welcome to your Scorpio season reading, November 2024 reading. All information to work with me, you know where it is. It is below in the description. My website, scheduling link. I'm doing a sale for the Taurus full moon. It's your full moon. I think a lot of insights, even through this, I want you to really trust your intuition, because so much is shifting within you and so many insights and inspirations. So if you have time to be quiet, if you can create time for yourself, even before the reading, I just highly, before we get into the reading, I highly recommend that, even though I'm sure we'll see it in here too. Either way, that's just my intuitive offering for you. The extended version of this reading, this is the general, so the extended version of this reading, which will be in the first link below, you can check that out there, where we get even more in depth into this time for you. Now, without further ado, let's get into your reading, into your cards, into this month for you. Sorry, I thought I had to cough. The connection and attachment to doubt has been coming from places where you used to be, places that you've outgrown, and it's been getting in the way of what's been trying to meet you. And this is also this change that's happening with Pluto, of course, is in Capricorn, but this is also just to your earthly attachments, to what and where you need to transcend that and believe maybe more in yourself, to believe more in your perspective, regardless of the one that was formed. This is you deciding and taking control back into your life and realizing maybe you've been given too much control to outside doubt or outside things where you've put an energy into and you think it should be giving you, or it was supposed to, or you had these expectations on it. But now you may be finally integrating where this doubt has come from, or releasing it. Getting so close to it, where the air is changing in your life, where how you thought wasn't aligned with work, and now where you find that you can align them, that you can decide this for yourself at this time. Yeah, wind of change, justice is coming your way through the situation. Especially if it's been with the Capricorn. For some of you, your intuition's just really strong, and if there's a Capricorn in your life, you have doubt in them. And you'll find that through either a Libra, through justice, somehow, some way, somehow, what will be communicated to you probably around the 19th, around that time. If you can be patient until then, you'll receive what you need to. And for those of you in that specific situation, no matter how you say or offer words, or however you're meant to offer words or say what's need to be said, it needs to be said. So no matter how you try to say it, it's going to be taken in this very loud way. That's just the energy that's happening. It's not your fault. There's no way you can change that. And for some people, they would even say that's manipulative at times. Being true to who you are, it doesn't mean, taking things out on people. I'm not saying just go all rash and go all horns on people, but I'm also saying that so that you understand how people are acting if they come at you in any type of way. Right? This is where things start to balance out, and you start to see where you can take control back in your life, and where you've not realized that maybe you've given it away, or where certain qualities of yours have been taken advantage of, and now at this time, in order to take back control, you realize there's a link between those two, that's the bridge, that you may need to draw a sword there to balance out here, to balance it out. Sometimes these accents come out of me and I have no idea where they're coming from. Yeah. If this has also been a pattern developed from a father figure, or some of that nature in your life, you're now aware, and you've taken notice, and you're addressing the areas that need to be addressed. And the kinder and more compassionate you are to yourself in a very honest way, the more impactful this healing may be. For some of you, this is ancestral healing as well. You didn't realize maybe what you were doing, and if you did, there's more emphasis on that. A lot of swords followed by cups. The discipline to your vulnerability and the truth, regardless of what it is, has opened your heart to a space where you're able to offer something that's very real. And if you're looking for love, you're creating the space for it to come in a way that's very strong, yet kind, sincere, genuine. You're altering your life through your decisions, because your decisions hold weight right now. Your intuition is very strong, and it's time to use it for yourself and in your life in a way that's going to benefit years to come. Even if it feels like a mental risk, it's risking what you know and what you've learned. Maybe it's just putting what you've learned into action. That's also what Pluto is saying. It's time to put yourself out there in a way and what you've learned, and show people how you live. Maybe that's been the intuitive spark, to show people more of how you live and create more of identity for yourself, and let people think what they want. Let yourself think what you want, but less judgment there and more action will create more freedom for your self-expression and for opportunities to be more creative in whatever realm you're in, and maybe even shifting that or creating a new space, right? Creating your own lane. This full moon, the moon card didn't come up, but it has 2 lanes, and then there's one where you can even create your own. And I think you're very much identifying, and you've built this outline around your foundation, and realize that was too many cards. That you can, whatever you put your mind to, and if you're open and your heart is open to it, things will and can adjust. An unexpected opportunity may come around the full moon, and you may need to slow down on this offer, but if they're committed, if there is devotion, if the timing is right, then no matter how slow it goes, it'll be what it's meant to be. And at the same time, acknowledging your choices and your hard work along the way, inner and outer, that they both matter. This card is associated with Pisces, which is associated with the feet, and this is about walking your path. Walking your path, knowing that the full moon is illuminating your path forward. And so something that happens under the energy of the full moon weekend will show you what Pluto will then project loud and clear through you, through your experience. More in touch with the discipline, the discernment of how you put yourself out there, while at the same time having the intention of impact, perhaps. There's a structure that has both needed strength, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually along the way. And for Taurus risings, Pluto is shifting from the 9th house to the 10th house. It's funny, the noises were going as I was going, which is walking your talk, which is putting yourself out there, which is creating a space and a role and a visibility to be seen. For some of you, that is shifting in your career somehow, like in the space that you're in, that you might be getting a promotion, you might be getting more money, you might be creating a specific role for yourself. You may, renegotiate that. Justice is out. There may be a renegotiation here where you don't feel so constricted, and you just hear it so loudly in your head, and you know what? You just decide that there is something that you're feeling, and you know that if you don't put this out there, you'll never find out. And that allows for whatever has been held back from you to be open to more positive surprises along the way. That maybe a decision that you make internally or that you express externally in a very heartfelt way under the full moon then starts to create its way into your life. Maybe something unlocks within and around you. It may not be the things I said specifically, but something happens where you feel the shift and you feel what changes how that's going to change your life. You just don't know how yet, but you're trusting every day. And that adds a little spark to your day. Maybe drawing the line is trusting that there is magic in the world. That at a time where shit's happening all the time around us, we're connected to so much, that it is the time to create art, to create love, to create memories, that's what's loud and clear for you. That yes, the day-to-day is important and to build the thing and to do the thing, but it's also what makes those days special, magical, even if that's for you, being in your space, being loved with the people that you love, with your partner, with your friends, whatever that may be, your community. But what's loud and clear is how you choose to present this. Maybe you want to be more of a light or a guiding light, and you want to share your intuition more, and you want to make that very loud and clear. Now is the time to offer that, right? So renegotiating is even renegotiating your space in this world, what you want to connect to, and trusting that whatever you devote your time and energy to has luck within it. It's fabricated within it. It's time to integrate that and allow that to be the focus. Digesting all that comes along with this, digesting this mental change that becomes a lot less heavy at this change. It feels like there may be an influence of Neptune feeling like anything can happen, but truly, big changes are happening in many ways, and it's being disciplined to your own beliefs. Take it from me or not, but being disciplined to your own beliefs, trusting your spiritual guidance. Maybe you're looking for spiritual guidance. Maybe you're opening up in that way and feeling like that's what you're being called to at this time. Listen to the messages. You'll know through work too. A lot of you will hear things through your work and through how that relates to your health and how that's being shown to you very much. And how that when you decide, no one can change your mind. Yeah. All right, Taurus. I feel like I've been talking to you for longer. Whatever you want to commit your time to the future, even that if that means being more flexible, maybe you learn to be more flexible with yourself right now. You may also, with your energy shift, you cause people to open up to you more, which reveals more light to you about decisions you need to make along the way. All of a sudden, you just get the interaction and the thing that you needed in order to respond internally or externally that makes your decision that much clearer. Like, you know, when you don't know and you've been questioning something, and all of a sudden you hear someone talk about it or it's brought up, and then all of a sudden you have a reaction to it and you're like, oh, I know how to make that decision now. It's within your ether, it's within your realm, it's within your path forward. It's you holding your ground and deciding what you want out of the situation moving forward, what your expectations are, even though you know that can shift, but what foundation that you've built. And this is, oh, I love this. It's transforming all of your doubt, grief, what's changing into something long lasting, something real, into your future. All right, Taurus. Well, you may be offered romance options too. Be very selective, because your luck around you is not for everyone. I hope you stayed until this time. Your luck is to be chosen wisely. Your luck is to be chosen wisely. For you to choose wisely, and that's for everything and everyone, no matter where you're at in this world. Things are happening quickly. Okay, we're getting right into the next part. All information is below. That will be on Patreon. Taurus, have a beautiful, renewing rest of your Scorpio season. And, you know, show people you're not playing. We'll see you next time.